So we were talking about not only our car for this year, but our previous cars. We wanted to highlight our previous cars, how well we've done in the past years, and what we're doing to be even better. So not only using our previous cars to just test to say, okay, we want to outshine them, but do a second or third or fourth, fifth iteration of those vehicles and the different components so that we can not only say we're building a car, but we're building a legacy of Aggie Racing Baja cars.
So how many of you first time on the Baja team? Are we?
I know for me, coming from a transfer from a liberal arts school and coming to a technical school is more hands-on, some stuff I never even done my whole life before. So it's a good experience. It's great information I'm learning, and everybody be in competition in a couple of months. So I'm looking forward to that.
Every day, Monday through Sunday, weekends, just about 24 hours a day. We spend a lot of time together in the shop, outside of the shop. And I can say, I've seen last year's team and how they interacted with each other, and I know that if they could see us now, they would envy us because we have a relationship like no other. We all interact with each other on a level where we respect one another. We say, hey, all right, that idea is pretty cool, or maybe not so much. But we're not just the Baja team anymore. We're a close-knit family. We're encouraging each other on what our next steps are. We're encouraging each other to do better, to learn different things. We teach each other every day, all day long. So I say our team as a whole is a little bit more than a team. We're a family.
No, I think in engineering, people know A&T, especially in Baja. We've been around since its inception, so they know us and we're comfortable here. We know we can get up to bat just like anybody else.
We've placed top 5 and 10 in different parts of the event, the last 3, 4, 5 years. So hoping to improve even more this year as well.
Yeah, last year's car we had a pretty big weak point, low maneuverability, couldn't handle well, just the car didn't turn. So we kind of just went back to the drawing board, redid everything, modified some things on the old car, see what worked, see what didn't work. We're hoping to have a much better steering car this year, turning on a dime.
I'd say John's being modest. He's a whiz. He's redesigned our front suspension inside and out, working with not only just front suspension, but taking into consideration steering and how that all plays a role in each other. And him being front suspension lead, myself being rear suspension lead, between myself, him, and steering, we've been nonstop collaborating and trying to make sure that not only does the car drive, but it steers. We're clearing jumps, or we're taking jumps evenly. So he's being modest.
My name is Ajaz Ali. I go to North Carolina A&T State University. I'm currently a senior mechanical engineering student. I'm on the Baja team, and my role on the Baja team for this year is the design of the brake system. I've done Baja ever since I've been at A&T, and that's been since 2012. I've dabbled here and there, but now I'm actually on the team, contributing in the design and the manufacturing. Before I got here, I went to Guilford Technical Community College for 2 years. I did the automotive program. But even before then, I've been a car guy, hardcore ever since. After I graduate college, I'm hoping to get a full-time position here, which I'm actually interviewing for. So hopefully that falls into place. But after that, I'd like to go back sometime after this, but not immediately, get my MBA, so that way I have the technical knowledge and I know how to sell it and bring both of that together. And eventually I'd like to open up my own shop and have pretty much like a Mythbusters in my backyard. I have my shop, I can weld, I can fabricate, and just get my hands dirty whenever I want. Being an engineer, the first part is learning how everything works. It's learning how fundamentally, everything starts here, then it goes here, and then it branches off into how everything works. So that way when you look at a car, when you look at a computer, it's not just you press a button and magic happens. It's like, okay, a photon this, electron that, you know how the whole process works. So that way, eventually, if something breaks, you can fix it. Team members is basically learning, it's give and take. It's, if you have a problem, ask, and if they have a problem, let them in and come to you, and pretty much learning how to work as a whole unit and not just different, like a hand. If you have hands, every finger's going in a different direction, but you come together as a fist, it's more effective. The way the team helps me become a better student and engineer is teamwork, because working as a team, you have to improve yourself. You have to take the criticism and work on yourself, and also just the yearning to be part of a better team. You want to be a better person to make the team go forward. So just that personal reflection and wanting to be better, not just for you, but for the team, it helps you become better all around. The most challenging part is just the level of intricacy. Like I designed the brake system, I'm thinking, okay, you just get a brake pedal, you push it, bam, it's good to go. But there's so many different intricacies that you have to design for, you have to do calculations, there's an equation for this, there's an equation for that. And we learned over in the tech building how they have to design for things where if they design a new part, they have to shake it down, make sure they do a design for fatigue, stress, and strain and everything like that. So when you do the brake pedal, you have to design, make sure, when you press it, is it going to come back up? Is it positioned properly for the driver? You know, things like that you wouldn't think about just going into it as a design problem. How would I convince them? I would tell them to come down to the shop, get their hands dirty, you know, take it out for a spin, get to know the process, and that's what drew me in. Because before I was like a little bit on the fence a little bit, and then actually I got to see what actually goes on. It's not just, you know, just sitting in the office designing stuff all day. It's, okay, you design it, you make the part, you build it, you test it, rinse and repeat, and that's what drives me in.
Can I get an Aggie pride?
Aggie Pride!